Hey y'all. I know I haven't been on for a while, and then I posted earlier when I cut my hair, and I wasn't gonna post again, but boy, I gotta tell you what just happened. Because I am so frustrated, right? So, I had come up to Beauty Brands in Shawnee, Kansas, right off Shawnee Parkway. I don't know what the address is. Oh, I'm sorry, yeah, well, maybe I can't say the address. Anyway, they're off Shawnee Parkway in Shawnee, Kansas, right? I had bought 4 products from them about 3 weeks ago. Came in late one night, 5 minutes to close, and gave the girl my list, and they were very helpful. Ran through the store to get everything I needed, and got us out of there pretty quick. And didn't need to use the product until today when I was doing my hair earlier. Needed to use this hot off the press that I like before I use like a hair dryer or a straightener or anything. It's supposed to help protect your hair. And so when I went to use it, the first time I hit the nozzle, a little bit came out, but then it wouldn't come out after that. It was stuck. So I had the receipt and came to bring it back. So I come up here a few minutes ago and explain what happened. And so she takes the product, shakes it up, and tries to do it, and I told her it was stuck, it wasn't going to work, and I guess she had tested herself. Whatever, go ahead. So she did, and she said, okay, I see what you mean. And she said, if you want to go grab another one. And I said, I'm sorry, I don't know where they're at. And she said she would walk me over there and show me, and she did. And so we come back up, and first she's telling me that she can't find it on the receipt, that I must not have bought it then. And I explained to her that no, I bought 4 things at one time. I was here 5 minutes to 8 and went in and got what I needed and got out. In fact, I explained that the girl who helped me, literally ran through the store with my list to get everything I needed. I said I had a hairbrush on there. I had a oil on there, and I had the hot off the press on there, and then there was one other thing. And I'm explaining it to her, and she's still getting argumentative with me about it, about not being on there. And I said, well, this is what I bought, hot off the press. And then she said, oh, I'm sorry, I found it. Okay, well, you got attitude with me for nothing, whatever. So then she's looking at the receipt and explaining to me that because I used a Take 10, which they give you these little Take 10s, which is 10% off next time you go. You can get it off a product or a when you get a haircut or something. But they give them to you when you spend so much you can use for the next time. And so she tells me that because I used a Take 10, this 24 something, what is it, 24 something, I don't know, I just put it in the back seat. It normally costs $24. And so she tells me that because I used a Take 10, that it only charged me 21 something. And I said, excuse me, I didn't use a Take 10. I was given 2 Take 10s when I finished paying. And she says, well, I don't know why it only charged you 21 and whatever. She kept the receipt, so I don't know. But, you'll have to pay the difference. And I said, no, I don't have to pay the difference. I already paid full price for it the first time, or that's what I don't know why there'd be a discount on there. I didn't have a coupon. I don't really ever remember to use them. So then she continues to argue with me about it. And she says, well, it's only $2.63. Okay, I understand that it's only $2.63, but why am I paying more for the same item the second time around? I don't understand. It makes no sense to me. And this is when she starts getting real attitude with me, which then just pissed me off even more. I said, you know what? Screw it. I will just give it to you. I have things I have to do. I have a child I have to pick up. I can't sit here and argue with you about this. And then she got really nasty and just, oh my God. Another employee was trying to leave for the day and tried to say, goodbye to her and tell her have a nice night. And she got, kind of snippy with her and just, whatever. And then on top of that, another, I don't know if it was an employee or a customer, came over from the hair salon part to the store part and was standing there waiting, I think, for this person's attention. And she looked up at her and rolled her eyes like she didn't think I could see that I was standing right in front of her. And the person that had come over was complimenting my hair, which kind of made me laugh considering I just did it. And And this person that was supposedly helping me then pulled out a receipt, said you need to sign here, grabbed a pen and threw it down on the counter so that I could sign. And I am very politely talking to the other woman who's standing there waiting because she's being nice to me. And had this one not argued with me and charged me more than I should have been charged, then I would have been nice to her too. I had no reason to be rude until she started making me rude. And then she asked me, do you want the receipt? And I said, do you mean my original receipt? And she goes, no, the receipt for this. And I said, well, do I need it? And she said, no. And I was so frustrated at this point, I didn't even think about it. And I said, well, hang on a second. What happens if this happens again and I have to return it again because there's another problem? And at this point, she'd already thrown the receipt away and told me there wouldn't be a problem. Are you freaking kidding me? Which is another reason I'm recording this right now. I am just now leaving the parking lot because I wanted to get this down right away. Because I've never had a problem with this product before, ever. So the fact that I even had a problem surprised me. I love this product. I think it's great and it does wonders for your hair. But, and sometimes there's flukes in the manufacturers and one bad product slips through. And I understand that. And it's nobody's fault, per se. But still, now she's telling me that I don't need the receipt for the one I just purchased for the extra $2 and whatever cents. I swear to God, if there's another problem and I go back and they try to charge me $2.63 again for a product that I keep paying for full price for every time, oh my God, my head just might explode. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure, but I think it just might. Anyway, I just had to get this out here, number one, because like I said, I wanted it on recording because, she'd already thrown the receipt away in a huff when I said I didn't want it, because I hadn't thought about what happens if there's another problem. I should have just sprayed it right there to make sure it works, but I do actually have things to do, and I do actually have a child that I have to pick up, so I'm kind of on a time crunch. I've been running around like a chicken with my head cut off. So I also wasn't originally planning on doing another drive and talk because I had a couple of people post on the comment section of my drive and talks about how people who video while they're driving should be arrested or should get a ticket or whatever, and everyone is perfectly entitled to their own opinion. And I think I may have mentioned this before, but if these people actually watched my videos and didn't just start watching or just see the heading, what it says. Excuse me. Time for a sonic break because I apparently have something in my throat. Boy, that didn't help, did it? Anyway, sorry. Yeah, anyone who actually watches my videos would see that I very rarely ever look at the camera when I'm doing a drive and talk. I check my mirrors, I, turn my head and look in my blind spot, I use my blinkers, I've got my seatbelt on, my eyes are always focused on the road, I'm always checking the mirrors, I'm not focused on the phone. The phone sits on my windshield on one of those little, clip things for phones, and it just sits there. So, really, it's no more distracting to me than when my, 10-year-old son is in the car talking to me or wanting to show me something on his phone, which I keep telling him I can't do because I'm driving. So, again, this was not planned. It was just this happened and I couldn't believe it. And I needed to share. And, I've worked customer service. I've worked in all kinds of industries. I understand that, the people who run these places always want to say the customer's always right. But on the other hand, I also know, the customer may always be right per policy, but some customers can be really flippin' rude about it, and it's really hard to hold it in when they're behaving that way, when they're behaving so badly. And here's the thing, I would not have behaved, I didn't even really behave badly, I just kind of said, screw it, I'll just pay it. But that was after, she argued with me about it, I know what I did. I know what I paid. I know I didn't have a coupon because I never remember to use coupons. I have a whole stack of them that have expired that I never remember to use. So I don't know why it got rung up the way it did. I don't know what the receipt looked like, but you better be dang sure I'm going to, take a better look at it when I get home, because I did take the original receipt. But then when she got very condescending, it's only $2.63. And maybe it's because she was awfully young and hasn't dealt with a whole lot of life yet. I don't know, but it doesn't have anything to do with the amount. It could have been 53 cents, and it still would have bothered me because I've already paid full price for it. Why am I being asked to pay full price for it again? I don't understand. Oh my gosh. So anyway, yeah. Plus, why am I paying anything? It's literally just a direct exchange because their product didn't work. I don't know why I'm being asked to pay anything more. I just thought about that. I shouldn't have been asked to pay a dime more. I didn't break the product. I didn't use half of it and return it. It literally squirted one time and then it wouldn't squirt anymore. So it was a faulty product. That the bottle was still completely full, and it was an exact exchange. So I'm not sure why I've been asked to pay anything. I don't know. It was frustrating. And I usually try to see things from both points of view. But the fact that she got so snippy with me, threw a pen at me, threw the receipt away, and, I don't want to mess with anyone's livelihood, so I'm recording this, and don't worry, I'm stopped at a red light. I'm recording this so I don't call her store and complain about her. Because if you can't keep your cool in a situation that you have escalated, you might be in the wrong line of work. You might be doing the wrong thing. Maybe working customer service and with people is not the best idea for you. I don't know. I would be, I'd love to hear any comments if y'all have had similar situations, or not necessarily with beauty brands, but, similar issues with people just being rude and arguing with you and expecting you just to stay calm and like it shouldn't bother you. I don't know. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm in the wrong. Maybe some of you think that I should have just paid it, shut up, and not worried about it. I mean, I don't know. I'm curious what you guys think. I am now trying to squeeze in one more out of my 3 more errands before I have to pick up my child. So, yeah. Don't forget to like and subscribe, comment, follow. I know I'm still missing something, or maybe, I don't know. I get so confused with these things, and right now I'm not thinking rationally anyway. So, yeah. Just let me know what you think, guys. And with that, I'm going to sign off and just tell you, stay safe, y'all.